What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Mystic Rick's Crypto Picks. I am your host, Mystic Rick. Hope you all are having a swell evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And before we get started, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you all for coming in and watching. So we will get started with looking at the overall crypto market cap, which is sitting at $1.37 trillion, 24-hour volume of 71.8 billion. BTC dominance currently coming in at 45.9%, Ethereum coming in at 18.1%, with a questionable GWE of 12. Now, uh, still about the same number of cryptocurrencies being tracked by CoinMarketCap, which is 11,034. But also remember, CoinMarketCap might not show some other coins that pop up on other databases and vice versa. So just keep that in mind. Um, for instance, if you know a project's out, but you can't find it on CoinGecko, but you do see it on CoinMarketCap, okay, that comes down to listing. So just something to watch out for. Bitcoin currently coming in at $33,648 for a 24-hour percent gain of 2.98%. Now, mind you, that's not a full 24 hours at this point, right? So that's of about a 5-hour time frame there. Ethereum coming in at $2,128. It is up 2.28% over the 24-hour block and is now up 12.77% over the last 7 days. Binance finally reaching back up to that $300 level. It is up 0.66%. And Cardano gaining some steam at $1.21. It is up 0.55% on the day. Now, let's take a look over at Bitcoin here on the hourly chart. Now, what we're seeing here is a rejection or a continued pump, right? We are now at a critical timeline here, people. Now, this is currently on the bits or Bybit chart, okay? And I want to start using this one because obviously I trade off of Bybit, and so it's giving me real accurate data for where I actually trade. So keep that in mind, right? If you're looking at the Bitstamp chart, but you trade off of Femex, then you're not going to be getting the same data because prices aren't the same across all exchanges. So just keep that in mind. So for instance, on Bitstamp right now, Bitcoin is $33,664, but on Bybit it's $32,606. So you just have to be mindful of that. Um, Now, of course, I have Bybit up here, and as you can see, it's throwing a red candle. Right now, I'm using the Heikin-Ashi. So if I were to switch to just the regular candles, you would see that it obviously mirrors what's happening over on Bybit. Now, and because of this, right? Because of this, trends can definitely be a little different depending on the chart you're using. So for instance, the old chart I was using earlier, right, shows that we have uh, broken above this trend. Okay, um, so just something to keep in mind depending on which which chart you're using. Now, as you can see, and these lines are in the videos I created earlier. And we can remove this line here because it's already been negated. Um, if if you would have saw the notice here, this green line, okay, I teach trend drawing on this channel. So if you would have crossed, if you would have drawn this trend line out here, then you would have been able to get in this long position, okay? And then as it started scaling up, started moving your stop losses into the point where even if price, corrected on you, you would still close the trade in profits. And so what we teach here is to use your red and your green lines. Okay, the green line is drawn going down to the right. The red line is going up to the right. And what this means is once it crosses, it confirms you can go long. Now, because this was a really long candle, um, waiting for confirmation would have been up here at about 30,600. If you were bold enough to get in as soon as it crossed, then you could have got in at 29.9, so or 29.8, 29.9. Okay, but normally it's good to wait for a confirmation because a candle can always break and then turn around and reverse on you. Okay, we see that happen all the time. If you didn't get in there, another opportunity to get in would have been right here at about 32,300. So you would have been up, you said 32,300, so you'd have been up about 50, th- mm, about $1,300, give or take. Okay, not in dollar value. Okay, but um, the Bitcoin price would have been about $1,300 higher than your entry. So if it was just a scalp, right, you could have started walking on in your stop loss there. And let's see here. So we will go back over to our Bybit chart here. And as you can see on the Bybit chart, we are currently fighting with that line, and we have been um, for, let's see if we're looking at our time frame here. Um, Here, let's zoom in. It's a little harder to see here. Okay, we have a half hour left on this candle, exactly a half hour. So for the last basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours been working to try to crack this line. Now we zoom in, we have actually broken and closed above it, and we are working to close above it this time. Now we did break back below, and ultimately, does it mean anything, right? As Crypto Kirby says, this could be a nothing burger, right? Because if we go back and look, okay, on June 13th, we broke up considerably above our macro downward trend, but upon retest, it broke back down. Okay, that makes this what's known as it makes this known as what's called an outlier. Okay, that's what's known as an outlier. So I'll actually type that out for you. Okay, that's what this is. Okay, this is an outlier. It means that this action, yes, it was an attempt to break bullish, but it ended up folding and just going right back into the same macro downtrend. Okay, um, is and you've maybe heard some people say that um, that a failed move is a fast move in the opposite direction. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there for you. And I guess you could say it was, it was pretty much because from the peak, right, from our peak, um, it only took um, Bitcoin. It only took Bitcoin 4 days to drop 19%. So a loss of $7,985. Joseph, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? How you doing? And please, guys, make sure as you come in, you hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you all for showing up and checking out the content. So as you can see here, we do have our blues and our reds mixed in there, but if we actually go over to the Heiken Ashi, it does look a little bit different, right? We don't have any red up here. Okay, it doesn't show um, any red in here or over here, but um, the Heikin works a little bit different. But overall, I still do like it. Now, on the hourly, RSI is sitting currently um, at 76.33, and I told you to watch for 47.03. Okay, so that would have been um, right about here. Okay, I told you if we didn't get a rejection up in this range, that this bullish divergence would play out. So if you watch one of my last videos, you'll hear me talk about, hey, we're forming bullish divergence. So, let it play out before you try to enter any short. Okay? So what you guys are seeing is exactly what I told you was coming. Okay? If you got in off the trend line I drew earlier, you would have been able to catch this juicy scalp long. Okay, if you would have got into this when I drew this downward trend line here, you'd have been able to get in. Okay, so I can go back over to this chart so you guys can see those lines, right there, right there. Okay, now one other thing that I want to show you guys, and I'll have to add this data to the other Bitcoin chart here, but I told you guys on the daily time frame. Okay, Joseph, you might remember when I was talking about that, but I said, hey, on the daily time frame, I said, watch out, right? There's the arrow. Okay, so I mentioned to you that watch what RSI does once it gets inside of this red zone here from 16 July, okay, all the way out to the 1st of October. I said once RSI got inside of this window, some weird things were going to start to happen. And this could be the setup to push back down. We don't know. Okay, we're in uncharted territory because we haven't broken above this line in terms of successfully at all, right? This was just an outlier. So we don't have any sorts of rallies that basically broke this trend. So just because the line has been cracked does not mean that the surface is fully broken. I hope that reference makes sense. Just because the line is cracked does not mean the surface is fully broken. Okay? And I made it very clear that if we went past on a correction of this line of support here at 28.5 or 28 was it 28 6, so 28.6 even, that we would then enter our secondary markdown zone. Okay, so just be mindful of that, please. Hey Joey, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, yeah, I really appreciate you guys for being here. And I don't know I don't know if the person who commented on one of the other videos was throwing a pop shot at me or referencing someone else, but they said how they missed this opportunity because of us bears. Um, I'll say it once, I'll say it again, and I'll say it 3 times for the moon boys in the back. Um, I am not a bull or a bear. I am on the side of what's right, the right side. Okay, so just to keep that clear, um, I have tried my best to help everyone make some good money. I've tried my best to give you as much accurate data as possible. Now, what you do on your free time, whether you were eating lunch or chilling with Karen who wants to buy herself a McLaren with your Bitcoin money, that's between you and your maker. However, I did give people several warnings about what was going on. Okay, I threw warning here. I threw a warning here. If you ignored it, that is not Mystic Rick's problem. Sounds like you need to go and visit El Padre and make a confession. uh let's get a little bit of music going in here. Can't just have this whole silent night thing going on. So we'll just have to see what happens here, okay? Are we gonna stay closed above this line, maybe come up and attempt to retest before going higher, or are we going to have an outlier that breaks down? We'll just have to wait and see. Am I planning to short anytime soon? Um, it's funny how we're seeing a red diamond right as we come in contact with the line. And if you guys missed it, it's one thing I wanted you to understand. If you notice here, I am now on the Bybit chart, and I want to use this chart because obviously um, the Bybit chart is what I trade off of, right? So it makes sense to use the Bybit chart. But if you look at the Bitstamp chart, okay, Bitstamp reached a different price level, right? Bitstamp is at 33,714. Bybit is at 33,661. Okay, so I just want you guys to understand that, because 33,661 is you know, it's not that high, right? Okay, we're down here. But the trend is different because different exchanges do reach different price points. So I just want you to understand that's why the trend line looks different over on Bybit. So just to make that clear for everybody as to why. Don't want anybody being confused. Okay. So I'm going to go back over to my Heiken-Ashi. Joey, this is a hard one, right? We have enough candles to possibly start a trend from here. Okay. But it just depends on what we see happen. Okay. Just because we get a breakdown, right? And that's another thing I tell you guys. Yes, it's always great to get on the apex of a change of momentum or a change in trend. However, that can be dangerous. Always try to wait for a confirmation, okay? Because just as sure as a candle can come down, the next candle can go long and be right above it, okay? You can get one of these super juicy long candles like this that goes right back and continues the trend. We see it happen a lot, okay? So we do have a red dot on the momentum wave on the hourly. That doesn't necessarily mean anything as of yet, okay? We just have to wait and see if we get a rejection off of this line. What I can say is if this is a failed move, then a failed move is going to be a fast move in the other direction. Okay, so if it is a failed move, by Sunday night, look for an attempt to come back and down to 31.9. It's where I would look to kind of see some possible support there, 31.9. It's just a lot of confluence in here, and you have some over here and over here. So if that's a if, we do get rejected here at the macro downtrend, look for a retest of about 31.9 first, and if it just busts straight through that, then by Monday morning look for a retest of 31,000 even. So we just have to wait and see. And also we have to wait and see what the other markets do when they open on Monday. Okay, they could open, pump 5% or something crazy, which I don't think will happen. But if that happened, then the odds of Bitcoin making a turn back are slim to almost non-existent. But the reason why I said this red dot could be a, just nothing is because you have a red dot here, red dot here, red dot here, 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 and here, and obviously price was still climbing up. Ethereum. Okay. So as you see, I had several trends drawn out for you guys, and obviously my trend lines work, right? If you would have paid attention to this line, gotten in, and we'll turn this off so you guys can see. If you'd have gotten in here, you could have rode this all the way up. Okay. Once it broke, that was your chance to exit and keep all of these gains. Okay. Then as it came down and changed directions, this was, kind of like a micro head fake. So again, sometimes you just can't, right? Now, as we built more data, we also could have, kind of modified our trend, maybe, right? Something of this nature. And even that wouldn't have worked. I mean, honestly, because this was your trend right here. Okay, that was your trend. So either A, rode the short down, and you could have gotten out there. Okay. I'm gonna redraw this now that these have been negated. These don't matter anymore. So that's about your desired trend in this direction. Okay. Just wait for it to break above, or excuse me, break below. Can you guys see that, Joseph? How I drew that out? I'll zoom in some. You guys maybe wanted to kind of mimic that a little bit. Yeah, it's a rising wedge. Hi Rick, I think my suspicion is confirmed. What do you think? This might go into a max 42K, but any holdings must be sold prior to. I mean, if that's your suspicion, I mean, it's your gut feeling is your gut feeling, right? That's what you think it's gonna go to. Then the only thing that could negate your feeling is a change in trend pattern, right? The trend doesn't lie. So you just have to watch that, okay? Watch for Ethereum to maybe take another stab at this line. If it breaks below and confirms, then that's your warning shot fired that we could be changing directions, okay?
You deserve it all. In Denver, you deserve a culture-packed, food-stacked, picture-snapped, great.
Now, if we were to come out here to the, we'll come out to the 4 hour.
Denver has to offer, from hiking and biking, parks and patios, to outdoor concerts and pro sports. You deserve to reconnect, reignite, and reunite with the ones you love in the city that has it all. You deserve some Denver. Plan your getaway at visitdenver.com.
Now, of course, you could play with this a little bit, right? You could come here and you know, possibly move it down, but that to me is not the segment of the downward trend. It's about right here. Okay. Market to do any change any sentiment to suit their game. Small fish got the money. Plotting scenario. ELD vet, what's going on, brother? How do EMAs look on ETH? How would a higher high and higher low look on ETH? Well, here's your descending triangle pattern right here, okay? So we haven't set a higher high yet. Your higher high is up here at 2409 in terms of the change of trend. So you'd have to reach 2409 to set a higher high. And to set a higher low, well, anything that's higher than 1700. ELD vet, I have too many indicators on right now to pull up EMAs. But it doesn't matter. We're still hilariously under the ones that matter. your trend reversal is, well, it's already happened to the north, right? If it breaks on the other side of this red line, that's your indication that trend is reversing. Now, of course, sometimes you have price step out, right? If price starts to go sideways and then down again, or if price steps sideways and then goes up again, then you do have to modify your trend lines a little bit. Oh, Joey, you wanted to see the Keltner? Yeah, we'll pull up the Keltner over here. Oh, look at those colors. What in the natural nastiness? All right, so your Keltner is off of it's off of your daily. It's not off the hourly. So again, back here when we had the outlier, we touched the top, busted through the bottom. Couldn't even make it back up, but busted through the bottom. This is an attempt to test the top, which would be around 34,300. Okay, around 34,300. It could come up some and be around 34.5. We'll just have to see. But yes, look for if we go past the Keltner or if we kiss it and come down. And if you've been watching my channel, you would know that I told you it's normal, even on the backside of a bull run, for a price to come up and kiss the top of the Keltner and then drop back below the bottom of the Keltner, which we've been doing this whole time. Okay, another drop below has me concerned that this is just another outlier or a dead cat bounce. Okay, because when we start going above, it won't come below like this. It'll bounce off the bottom and go up. So yes, definitely keep your eyes on the 1 day Keltner. It is a great indicator to watch change in trend. Okay. Now, I mean, we'll see what this red dot does. It'll be interesting. But right now, nothing that alarms me to go short. Okay. If you just came in, make sure to hit that like button, please. I really appreciate you guys. So I'm going to draw out two scenarios which I see coming. Okay. You guys ready? could see us coming up to the golden pocket, testing the 0.382. Testing the 618, testing the 0.5, and then making a retest of the downward trend, either to get support or break through it. Okay, that's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is we do get rejected here, and we come back down to retest the 0.786, and of course 31,000 flat. Okay, those are the two scenarios that I see happening. Right now, there's just nothing right now showing that a $42,000 move is in the works.
Texas never settles for second, and neither do we. That's why Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G has the highest resolution camera on any smartphone ever. Period. The all-new Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra 5G.
Thank you, Checo. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. So those are the two scenarios I see coming over the next 48 hours. Okay. Now, you guys ready to see something super crazy? I was talking to my buddy Derek about it earlier. It's either going to do one or two things. It's either going to make you smile, or it's going to hurt your feelings. Last call out. Tell you what's going on. You guys ready? Here, I'll type it out for the dramatic effect. How's that for a dramatic effect? I'll even pull it up for you here and show you. Oh, it hurts my feelings. $160. It was 78 cents 2 weeks ago. Look at this. $0.73 on July 3rd. So 21 days ago. So, okay, exactly 3 weeks then. Okay, exactly 3 weeks. But you get my drift. And it went as high as, what was the 24-hour high? 24-hour high was wow. Okay, it hit $858 wherever the hell it hit $858 at. I mean, the chart's not showing $858 spike, but okay. Anyway, 2 hours ago it hit $184. So if you do your math there, right? Say you purchase at 73 cents. Okay, would have got you 13,698 tokens. You would have sold at 180 bucks at $2.46 million. Now what's crazy is about the price action with this token. Okay? Oh crap. When a token first came out, it released at $10, okay? It comes down to $3.81 in May, pumps up to $11, give or take, okay? I think it hit a high of, yeah, basically $11. Crashes all the way down to 69 cents, 70 cents, okay? Right? Then out of nowhere, grew $180 out of its backside. And what have I been preaching the last couple days? That gaming tokens are about to go freaking nuts. Now, I believe Anarchy had a pump today too. Yeah, so Anarchy's 24 cents. So Anarchy is up 48% over the last 51% over the last 24 hours. Yeah, they have. So it's making a resurgence. It reached a peak this run of that major altcoin run of 44 cents, which I didn't even expect it to get that high because it's brand new, right? You can't even play the game yet. The only thing you can do is buy the token and buy the NFTs. Okay. You can't even stake anymore. The staking pools for the game filled up the first, I think it was like 12 hours for both staking pools for the game. It was nuts. Nice, EOD. Now, does that mean Anarchy's gonna be the next Crypto Blades and hit 180 bucks? No, it doesn't. Well, Naveen, sorry you came in a little bit late, which is okay. I gave a rundown on the market. So right now, everybody should just kind of, If you didn't get in off the trend line I drew here, um, then you kind of just gotta sit on your hands. Right? Because we don't know what's gonna happen here. We just had our bullish divergence play out, and then it just started doing this whole snake thing where it's just going literally sideways. Yeah, we just have to watch, guys. I mean, the next few hours will be interesting, but we could see a pullback, right? We could see a pullback to 33,000. I don't know if we'll get it, right? We could keep stepping upward. Again, for those who missed, remember what I told you. If we do get some sideways action, make sure to modify your line, okay? Sideways action is not a confirmation of a breakdown, okay? If price starts to do something like this, okay, a breakdown doesn't go sideways. A breakdown will be straight down, or a break up will be straight up. What I mean by that is, for instance, here with this little, took this little mini trend. Okay, as you can see, it didn't go sideways, okay? A break up is straight up. But if you get something like this, okay, as you can see right here, how it went sideways, that's not a confirmation of a breakdown just because it left this pattern, okay? So if we go sideways through here, that's not a confirmation of a breakdown, and it means that you need to it means that at that point you need to start to modify your lines, okay? Yeah. So make sure to take your snapshots, okay? Make sure to do what I said, okay? If we do get some sort of weird sideways action, make sure to modify that line, okay? Make sure you have your trend line. That way, if we get a breakdown, maybe you can take a scalp short. But this is what I mean by we're getting into uncharted territory. What you want to see is a breakdown from here, okay? Because if we continue to step up and then we have a trend reversal, okay, be mindful that it could get a bounce off of the macro downtrend, okay? Our macro downtrend. So that's why I said just be patient. So we step up and then break down. It doesn't mean that it's just going to plummet first. It could attempt to retest this. If it breaks below it and then confirms another candle below it, that is a sign that this was just another outlier, right? Now, it doesn't mean it'll be quick, okay? Outliers can last 2, 3, 4, 5 days. On RSI, it shot right through it. If I go over to the bit stamp chart on the daily, okay, it's on a daily time frame. It's on the daily time frame. But again, what did I tell you guys? Okay, obviously you see the box there. What did I say? I said when RSI made it inside this red box, that look for something really weird to happen. Okay, there it is, the break of the downward trend. Now, does it mean it's going to hold? No. Okay, it happened over here and it was just a fake out, and then it went back to meet more resistance here, here, here. Okay, so just keep an eye on that, okay, on the daily. However, what did I say? We were getting into some real tight territory. Okay, RSI wasn't just going to do that. So that's why I put this box here and said watch for what RSI does once it makes it inside of the box. But RSI going up here gives it plenty of space to dump. Okay, so will this be our next kind of setup like this right here? Okay, or will it do something like this? Will it do something like this? So our red dot on the 4 hourly is gone. I mean, on the 4 hourly, RSI is at 75. We haven't visited that high of an RSI since the outlier. Well, here we made it to 73. Okay, before a before a 10% correction. Okay. Last time we got higher than 75, we went as high as 76.8, and Bitcoin would, over the course of this downtrend, it would drop 30%. Okay. Now, let's say we did get up to 30. Let's say we got up to 35. Okay, let's just say we got up to 35. A 30% correction from 35 would put us at 24K. Again, that's if it doesn't meet support. Here at 31.1, here at 30,000 even, and here at 28.6. It could. It very well could. I didn't see a macro downtrend retest after the breakout. You mean to retest it as support? Because if you mean retest it as support, and outliers can take 2, 3, 4, 5 days. They're normally anywhere between 48 and 96 hours. Again, look at the last outlier. Okay, if we take a look at the last one, right? The last outlier lasted from we're at a close above it. So June 13th until coming back below June 17th. So this one lasted 4 days. I mean, you did get a bounce here, but it was just a really quick bounce, okay? So it got a support bounce. When it came to confirmed support is when it broke down. Does that make sense? So we came down, we came up, we came down, and when we touched it, okay, we returned for a confirmation of support and broke down. And over the course of 2 days, we retested it. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We retested it 10 times in a 2-day span and couldn't break above, which meant that this was the desired direction. So you have to give it time, right? So again, same thing here, okay? This is the 24th now. It could step all the way out here to the 26th or 27th. Look for support. And then either get the support, okay, and bounce, or it could look to get the support and break down. Or we could just fall back from here. Okay? The macro downtrend has been cracked. Okay? cracked, but not broken. Cracked, but not broken. So as of right now, we still have some upward bullish momentum. No, me too, Big Daddy. Me too.
Snake Eyes, I need warriors like you.
Critics rate Snake Eyes' action on a whole new level.
Let's go.
It's the best G.I. Joe movie yet.
I'll drink to that.
Americans.
Snake Eyes, rated PG-13. Now play only in theaters.
So Anarchy still at 24 cents. I mean, it's been pumping. If you look at just yesterday, it was down like 16 cents, 15 cents. It's come up 8 cents. Yeah, folks already talking about Bitcoin going to 60K. Hey, what did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? Look. Look. We had this pump. Crypto was screaming, all right, here we come. We're going to 50K. Then right here, he says, okay, guys, wick off. We're gonna, this is our buster. We're gonna go test all-time highs. And, you know, they were saying that this was the bottom. Okay. Then they said this was the bottom. 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 Then they said then they said this was the bottom. Okay. just throwing that out there. Oh, let's not forget way up here when we came down and we broke below 47,000, okay, and it went back up, and then BitBoy says, oh, okay, we'll never go below 47,000 ever again. Okay. It did it, and he says, oh, well, it went under by like $50 for like 2.5 minutes. Bitcoin said, okay, hold my beer. I'll show you what downwards means. Boom! But, I mean, they've been doing it for a while, okay? Some of them also said this was the bottom. Then they said this was the bottom. Then they said this was the bottom. They said we never go below this ever again. And they said this was the bottom. Need I say more? Okay. I mean, some of you that'll watch this channel, I mean, look, I'm not trying to down the guy. I'm just providing you with the truth. I know some people don't like the truth, but look, it's the worst time to sell your Bitcoin. 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 Well, motherfucker, when is there ever going to be a good time to sell the Bitcoin? Huh? Look, easy. Look, you let it drop. You let it drop 46.4% on y'all while screaming it's not a good time to sell it. Look, I'm just preaching the truth, man. I'm just preaching the truth. I'm gonna have to stop cussing on my channel. Sorry, guys, for those who don't like naughty language. These RSI is at 75.4. Well, guess what? On this channel, that's why I teach you trends. Because if you're trading off the trend, you don't have to worry about it dropping 40% on you before you figure it out that you probably need to get out. I'm doing good, John. How you doing? Yeah, so I'm not going to keep you guys super late tonight, okay? Just remember, if we start to go sideways, modify your trend line a little bit, okay? Sideways action does not mean a break in trend, okay? Pay attention to your RSI, okay? Going sideways like this for several hours is not something a trader wants to see, okay? Well, ELD, I'm gonna need you to come over here and set a charge on this. You know, put it right there, right? Just set a nice little fatty charge right there. A little bit of C4, and let's nuke this price. Joseph, thank you so much for coming. Okay, everybody, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Let's get this channel to where it needs to be. My hope is to someday have tens of thousands of followers that I can share my knowledge with. And each one of you counts, okay? But that's all I got for you guys, okay? Yep. Look, just set a nice little fat charge right there, nuke it, some C4, and we could just come on down. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Hey, be well, be safe, be happy, and always remember, no matter what you're going through, Mr. Rick loves you, and no matter what you're going through, somebody out there is doing a lot worse than you. And for that, you have something to be grateful for. Love you all. Be blessed. Have a great night.